Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday held a mega roadshow in Varanasi, his parliamentary constituency, from where he will contest for the second time. The Prime Minister started his 7-kilometer roadshow by first garlanding the statue of Banaras Hindu University founder Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. Cheered by a massive crowd, the Prime Minister's cavalcade passed through the Lanka, Assi, Sonarpura, Madanpura and Godalia before culminating at the Dashashwamedh Ghat. In a show of strength, the Prime Minister was joined by Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and other senior BJP leaders. After the several hours-long roadshow, Prime Minister Modi performed the Ganga Aarti at the Dashashwamedh Ghat.
अंतर्गतो अविमुक्तो वाराणसी क्षेत्रे आनंदवने मम सर्वेषां जनानां कल्याणार्थं सर्वत्र यशो विजयो कीर्ति लाभार्थम.
On Friday, Prime Minister Modi will address booth heads and workers in the morning and also offer his obeisance to Kal Bhairav. Thereafter, he will file his nomination papers seeking re-election from Varanasi. In a show of NDA unity, Bihar Chief Minister and JDU Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, Shiromani Akali Dal leader and former Punjab Chief Minister Prakash Singh Badal, Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray and LJP President Ram Vilas Paswan, along with several union ministers and BJP leaders, will be present at the Prime Minister's nomination program. Besides, leaders of the AIADMK, the Apna Dal and the Northeast Democratic Alliance are also expected to be in attendance. And on a day when Prime Minister Modi took to Varanasi with a mega road show, the Congress ended the suspense on its candidate from Kashi. Putting to rest speculation of Priyanka Gandhi contesting the Lok Sabha elections against Narendra Modi, the Congress fielded Ajay Rai against Prime Minister Modi. Rai had unsuccessfully contested against the Prime Minister in 2014 and finished third. The Congress party also announced the candidature of Madhusudan Tiwari from Gorakhpur against BJP's Ravi Kishan. With the announcement of the two seats, the Congress has named candidates for 424 seats in all. And before his mega roadshow in Varanasi, Prime Minister Modi also addressed a rally in Uttar Pradesh's Banda and Bihar's Darbhanga district. Addressing a rally in Banda first, the Prime Minister alleged that sensing defeat in the ongoing general elections, the opposition parties have started talking about EVMs and alleged malfunctioning. Heating out at the SP-BSP alliance, he accused the two parties of indulging in casteist politics. The Prime Minister went on to assure the public that he would work towards their welfare if voted to power once again.
जिस तरह बहनों को धुएं से मुक्ति दी, शौचालय से अपमान और पीड़ा से मुक्ति दी, उसी तरह अब बारी पानी की है। बीते 5 वर्ष गांव-गांव बिजली पहुंचाने के लिए थे। आने वाले 5 वर्ष पानी पहुंचाने के लिए जी जान से जुटेंगे। पुरानी सरकारें सिर्फ स्वार्थ की राजनीति में जुटी रही, जबकि सिंचाई परियोजनाओं को लटकाती रही।
Targeting the opposition at another poll rally in Bihar's Darbhanga, Prime Minister Modi said that they say terrorism is not an issue, but more than 350 people were killed in neighboring Sri Lanka recently. He said that terrorism is an issue and the new India will enter terror factories and decimate them. Prime Minister Modi said that after 3 phases of voting, people seeking evidence of airstrikes have vanished and are now blaming the EVMs.
मोदी आतंकवाद की बात क्यों करता है? ये तो मुद्दा ही नहीं है। आप मुझे बताइए, राष्ट्र रक्षा और आतंकवाद ये मुद्दा है कि नहीं है? मुद्दा है कि नहीं है? जिस बात की समझ आपको है, देश की जनता को है, वो इन स्वार्थी वंशवादियों को नहीं है। महामिलावट करने वालों, जिस आतंकवाद ने श्रीलंका में 350 से ज्यादा मासूम लोगों को इसी हफ्ते उनकी जान ले ली, क्या ये मुद्दा नहीं है क्या? हमारे आस पड़ोस में ही आतंक की फैक्ट्रियां चल रही है और आतंकवाद कहते हैं मुद्दा नहीं है। भाइयों बहनों, ये आतंकवाद का अगर सबसे बड़ा नुकसान किसी का हुआ है तो मेरे देश के गरीबों का हुआ है।
And before joining Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Varanasi, BJP President Amit Shah also addressed public rallies in Auraiya and Ghazipur in Uttar Pradesh. Speaking in Auraiya, Shah accused the SP-BSP of dividing people on caste lines. Reiterating that national security is the most important issue in these elections, the BJP president claimed that opposition leaders cannot look after the security of the country properly.
दस साल तक सपा बसपा कांग्रेस की यूपीए की सरकार चली। कितने साल चली? आपकी सरकार ने बहुत समझ रही यूपी। आपने यूपी के लिए क्या किया जरा तनिक बता दो तो। अपनी वायु सेना पाकिस्तान के घर में घुसकर बालाकोट पर बम गिराकर आतंकवादियों के भूखे मारकर।
Amit Shah continued with his attack on the opposition parties at another rally in Ghazipur constituency of Uttar Pradesh. He said the 55 years of misrule of the Congress party had left the country in shambles. Union Minister and sitting MP Manoj Sinha is seeking re-election from the Ghazipur seat. The Samajwadi Party, BSP and RLD Alliance on Thursday held a joint rally at Kannauj in Uttar Pradesh. Addressing a joint rally, Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav reminded people of the development schemes launched during his government in the state. BSP Chief Mayawati alleged that the centre did nothing to fulfill the promises made to the youth as well as farmers of the state. She also criticized the Congress of not honouring Dr. B.R. Ambedkar with Bharat Ratna when it was in power.
जुमले वाले आ रहे हैं, न जाने कितने जुमले छोड़ करके जाएंगे। जब पहले आए और जब समय पूरा हो गया तो खाली झोला दिखाने आए हैं। बताओ क्या मिला है 5 साल में, बताओ कोई हमें।
यहाँ मैं गठबंधन के लोगों को ये भी कहना चाहती हूँ, यदि आप लोग ये चाहते हैं कि इस बार केंद्र में हम लोग अपनी सरकार बनाएं, तो फिर आप लोगों को यहाँ अपने 80 लोकसभा की सीट वाले, खासकर इस विशाल आबादी वाले उत्तर प्रदेश में अपने इस बने गठबंधन की एक एक सीट को जिताना बहुत जरूरी है।
And let me now go across to my colleague Akhilesh Suman, who is joining us live on News Tonight from Begusarai. Akhilesh, good evening. So as campaigning for the 4th phase of elections nears, a galaxy of leaders we've seen in the past week have descended in this high-profile constituency of Begusarai, campaigning for their respective party candidates. How do you think the battle in Begusarai is shaping up, Akhilesh?
Yeah, battle in Begusarai is becoming very interesting because, on the one hand, NDA is sending one after another leader. Amit Shah was here, and today Ramvilas Paswan was also here.
Yes.
Other than that, on the other side, if you see that, there is a keen contest with Kanhaiya Kumar, who is contesting from CPI. And, also a star, propagandist also coming here. Like yesterday, Javed Akhtar was here. And also today, Savannah Ajmi, Sabnam Hasmi, they were here today. And tomorrow, Prakash Raj of Singham movie fame, he is coming tomorrow to, do campaigning for him. So it is becoming everyone is going in different parts of the constituency and they are trying to push their, candidate for voting. And interestingly, there is a debate, there is a discourse on the issue of development, and also there is a discourse on the issue of education and employment. While the other side, like Kanhaiya Kumar's side, they are telling that there has been lack of educational institutes in this constituency. They are also telling that employment is lacking in the constituency and infrastructure in the inner roads are not there properly. But on the other side, many people who are supporting, BJP candidate, they are telling that, Baroni fertilizer was not here. Now the Baroni fertilizer factory has been opened, highways have been opened, and there is a development activities in the state.
So Akhilesh, the kind of hype that Begusarai is seeing, the kind of media attention because of the three-way contest. On one side is BJP's firebrand leader Giriraj Singh. On the other side is CPI leader Kanhaiya Kumar. So amid all this hype, do you think the key issues that Begusarai, the election issues in Begusarai, have been lost somewhere?
No, it's not there. The key issues are also being discussed because when you are talking about employment, when you are talking about educational institutes, when you are talking about opening of factories, and when you are talking about construction of roads, the key issues are there, and the key issues are already there in the mind of the people, and they have their own explanation. While Giriraj Singh is claiming that once I am here, once I become MP here, whatever is left, we will fulfill those aspirations of the people. While Kanhaiya Kumar and his supporters are telling that there has been a lopsided growth in the state. Some people has grown and some people has not got the benefit of whatever development has been done. So the key issues are also being discussed. It's not that. And other than that, that the BJP is trying to showcase the national security issue. They are also trying to showcase that how Narendra Modi government has got international importance, the foreign policy. So it is not that. All key issues you can see in Begusarai are being discussed. You go to any nook and corner, people will start discussing with you. They
yes,
will
Akhilesh. So
put forward
Begusarai
their own
set
logic.
to witness an interesting triangular fight between the BJP, the CPI and the RJD. Moving on, Congress President Rahul Gandhi addressed election rallies at Jalore, Ajmer and Kota in Rajasthan on Thursday. Gandhi accused the Prime Minister of doing injustice to the people of the country in the last 5 years by implementing demonetization and GST. Pitching for Congress's Nyay scheme, Rahul Gandhi said that the scheme will benefit the poor, the labourers and small traders.
5 करोड़ महिलाओं के बैंक अकाउंट में 72,000 रुपए। मगर वहां नहीं रुकेंगे। पंचायतों में 50% रिजर्वेशन। अब हम इनके चेहरे लोकसभा, विधानसभा, राज्यसभा में देखना चाहते हैं। 2019 में जैसे ही सरकार आएगी, महिलाओं को 33% रिजर्वेशन राज्यसभा, विधानसभा, लोकसभा में।
The Aam Aadmi Party on Thursday released its election manifesto. The manifesto released by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal focuses on the demand of statehood for the national capital. It promises 85% reservation in colleges and jobs for the people of Delhi. It also focuses on 12 areas including education, health, women's safety, police reforms, zero corruption, jobs and housing. Kanpur is among the high-profile Lok Sabha seat of Uttar Pradesh. The BJP has fielded Satyadev Pachauri from this seat in the place of senior leader and sitting MP Murli Manohar Joshi. The constituency is set to witness a fierce contest between the BJP and the Congress as well as the SP-BSP alliance. The Congress has fielded former Union Minister Shri Prakash Jaiswal from this seat. Jaiswal said this time his direct fight is with the BJP and SP-BSP alliance is nowhere in the contest. In 2014 Lok Sabha elections, Murli Manohar Joshi had defeated three-time MP Jaiswal.
देखिए, कानपुर का सब चतुर्मुखी विकास और कानपुर की बेरोजगारी, यही हमारा मुख्य मुद्दा है। इसी को लेकर जनता के बीच में जा रहे हैं। जो कुछ भी समीकरण बन रहे हैं तो हमारे पक्ष में बन रहे हैं और ये सीट कांग्रेस जीते। जो भी सरकार की योजनाएं थी, वो चाहे चिकित्सा से जुड़ी हो, शिक्षा से जुड़ी हो, आवास से जुड़ी हो, शौचालय से जुड़ी हो या सफाई से जुड़ी हो, उन्होंने मूर्त रूप लेना आरंभ कर दिया है। इस चीज का वो लाभ दिखाई पड़ेगा। तो माँ गंगा का जो हाल था, उस पर पिछली किसी भी सरकार ने कोई भी नीति निर्धारित नहीं किया, ना उस पर कोई फोकस किया। ये पहली सरकार है जिसने उन्होंने मंत्रालय का न केवल निर्माण किया, बल्कि उस पर एक सीरियसली, एक गंभीरता पूर्वक उसमें कार्य करना आरंभ किया। पूरा कानपुर जो नगर है, पॉल्यूशन की बात आती है, एयर पॉल्यूशन बहुत ज़्यादा। हमारा जो कर्मचारी वो बेरोजगार और रोजगार जिनको नहीं मिला, बच्चों को शिक्षा के लिए, वजीफ़ा के लिए, ना ओबीसी, ना एससी, ना माइनॉरिटीज़ का वजीफ़ा मिल रहा है। तो इन सब मुद्दों पे पूरी की पूरी जनता हमारे साथ है और आप अभी देख रहे हैं।
Chandigarh MP from BJP Kiran Kher filed her nomination for a second term from the seat. The actor-turned-politician led a road show from the BJP office to the Deputy Commissioner's office before filing her nomination papers. She is pitted against former Union Minister and Congress leader Pawan Kumar Bansal and Aam Aadmi Party's Harmohan Dhawan. Besides Meesa Bharti, elder daughter of RJD chief Lalu Prasad also filed her nomination papers from the Patliputra Lok Sabha constituency in Bihar. Bharti was accompanied by her mother and former Chief Minister Rabri Devi and brother Tej Pratap Yadav. In Madhya Pradesh, 70% of the population lives in rural areas and issues of farmers have assumed importance ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Both BJP and the Congress aim to garner votes of farmers in the ensuing Lok Sabha elections. Here's how political parties are orienting their election campaign to address farmers' issues. Madhya Pradesh enjoys diverse climatic and soil conditions suitable for a broad range of crops. The agricultural sector forms the backbone of Madhya Pradesh's economy, contributing almost 1/4 of the state's GDP. It is also the main source of employment for over 65% of its population and constitutes about 60 to 75% of the rural income.
सरकार से उम्मीद है कि हम लोग को समर्थन मूल्य बढ़ाया जाए। कम से कम गेहूं 25 रुपए क्विंटल बिके, धान 22 रुपए क्विंटल बिके और खाद बीज समय से मिले और जो हम लोग का सोसाइटी जो तुलाई करती है वो अपना समय से तुरंत को प्राइवेट न बेचना पड़े।
The BJP claims that under its regime between 2000-2001 and 2014-15, agri GDP for Madhya Pradesh grew at an annual average of 9.4%, second only to Gujarat. From 2010 to 2015, Madhya Pradesh received 4 consecutive Krishi Karman Award by the Union government for highest growth in food production. The BJP has made 3 key promises: zero interest loans up to 1 lakh to farmers, expanding the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Yojana to all farmers, and pension to small and marginal farmers and small shop owners in the country.
कांग्रेस के लोगों ने एक झूठ प्रचारित किया कि हम किसानों का 2 लाख तक का कर्जा माफ कर देंगे। वो उस 2 लाख के कर्जे की माफी की घोषणा को लेकर तात्कालिक लाभ के चक्कर में लोगों ने कांग्रेस को वोट दिया है। तो अभी मुझे 4 महीने में कोई ऐसा आदमी नहीं दिया मिला जिसका 2 लाख रुपए का कर्जा माफ हुआ हो। किसी का 8,000, किसी का 2,000, किसी का 1,500, किसी का 700, इस तरीके से कर्जा माफ करने का बात की। जितना उन्होंने प्रावधान किया है उतना उन्होंने बजट में ही नहीं लाया। तो जिस तरह क्या उन्होंने छल किया किसानों के साथ, निश्चित रूप से किसानों को तकलीफ हुई है।
The ruling Congress is betting big on its farm debt waiver scheme for gaining ground in the Lok Sabha elections. However, with only 2.48 million of the over 5 million farmers benefiting from the scheme so far, the party is hard-pressed to fulfill its promise.
And we are very happy to tell you that, and the farmers of the state knows about it. We've already cleared the loan accounts of worth 2 lakh rupees of almost 22 lakh farmers. Then the election code of conduct was forced. We are waiting for the elections to get over, and we have not made a promise. We've given a vachan. We've given a vachan to the farmers of the state, and we will fulfill our vachan at any cost, come what may. And definitely the rest remaining 30 lakh farmers will be benefited also after the parliamentary elections.
Madhya Pradesh will go to polls in 4 phases, starting with the 4th phase on 29th April.
Both the BJP and the Congress have made a host of promises in their manifestos to uplift farmers, with the BJP aiming to double farmers' income by the year 2022 and the Congress promising a separate farmers' budget. Which promise dominates the minds of the farmers while they cast their ballot? Now that remains to be seen. Reporting from Madhya Pradesh with camera person Jitendra Negi, I'm Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
And let's now go across to Varanasi, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is addressing an event.
भाइयों और बहनों, आज आप भी देख रहे हैं कि किस तरह हमने आतंक के सरपरस्तों को अलग थलग कर दिया। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मंच अब पाकिस्तान के रोने पर ध्यान नहीं देता। जिन्हें वो अपना समझते थे, वो अब उन्हें छोड़ चुके हैं। दुनिया ने उनकी फंडिंग, समर्थन, सब पर कारगर रोक लगाने में भारत का मजबूत साथ दिया है। इसके अलावा देश के भीतर भी हमने चौतरफा सख्ती बनाए रखी है। हमने मानवतावाद का फर्जी चोला पहनने वाले ऐसे खतरनाक कुछ संगठनों पर भी लगाम कसी जो आतंकी फसल के लिए खाद पानी का इंतजाम करते थे। सरकार के ऐसे ही प्रयासों का ही नतीजा है कि बीते 5 वर्षों में भारत में किसी शहर, किसी पवित्र स्थान या मंदिर पर कोई आतंकी हमला नहीं हो सका। इतना बड़ा कुंभ का मेला सुख शांति के साथ देश ने अनुभव किया। आतंकवाद अब जम्मू कश्मीर के बहुत थोड़े से दायरे में सिमट कर रह गया है। और मैं आपको इतना भी बता दूं, पुलवामा में उन्होंने हमारे 40 जवानों को शहीद किया था। इस हमले के बाद उसी क्षेत्र में अब तक, हो सकता है मेरे बोलते समय आंकड़ा बढ़ भी जाए,
अब तक 42 आतंकवादियों को ठिकाने लगाया जा चुका है।